Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is April 11, 2022. What a brutal market. Let's learn the lessons from 2018 rate hike and select some profitable stocks to buy. So in today's segment, we'll look at profitable stocks. We'll start with the market update and look at the lessons from 2018 rate hike. It was very brutal at the time. And then let's look at profitable stocks with the earnings growth and also low valuation, strong financials, and positive next year earnings as well as sales growth. These are some great stock to pick as the market comes down. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Look, from a market perspective, we got here runaway energy prices in March, cost higher consumer inflation. So this is going to be one of the highest since 1981. And investors are concerned about the economy, and looks like our 10-year treasury yield is going higher and higher. Look, market came tumbling down. Dow Jones Industrial Average down 413. Look at the major drop toward the end. Big drop here. Same story with Nasdaq. Big huge drop here. And S&P 500. All the major indices dipped triple digits here. Look at Nasdaq down big time here. Same story with S&P 500. And all these indices are down in the futures market. That indicates tomorrow might be a down day. Things might change overnight, but as of now, it looks like tomorrow might be a down day. Oil and 10-year, they're going higher. This will cause inflation fears, so we got to be careful here. Fed might increase by 50 basis points and use some harsh language, which can cause market to come down. So with that, look, from a fear and greed index perspective, we are in the fear zone now. So if you're a buyer, it's always good time, when it's fear, to buy quality stocks very slowly. If you want to buy 100, buy 1 or buy 5. That will work very well. It has worked through the recession, through multiple inflation fears. This time also it will work very well. Look, just a month ago, we were at 18. Right now we are at 42 here. We got some more ways to go here. I could see us coming down to maybe 20 or so. It's in the cards. So with that, buy quality stocks very slowly. Don't buy too much. Buy 1, 2 or 5 instead of 100, 200. That way you can build your portfolio nicely and go after the quality stocks. We'll talk about it today. All right, so let's look at the lessons from 2018. Look, we got 2018 here. This is S&P 500 index, or SPY, one of the greatest or biggest ETFs, or most liquid ETF. Look, 2018 came along, and there is a rate hike fears. At that time, we had Powell using some harsh language. Look, February, March down, S&P 500 down big time, and we got again June came down again. Look at October it came down big time, and look, November and December big time down. So when the market comes down like this, it's always a great buying opportunity. Look, market came back with vengeance. Look at 2019, 2020, we had a nice return here, and market came back. So in the rear view mirror, it's always a great buying opportunity. That's why we got to look at this market right now and buy slowly instead of worrying about and chasing some high-flying stocks like energy names at this time. I would rather buy some of these great stocks we'll talk about instead of chasing the stocks which are already high at this time here. Look, we are in 2022 right now. Look, we are having similar situation like 2018 here. Look, we are dropping big time. And look, it's comparable to what went on in 2018 here, November, December time frame. We are not as much as November, December time frame. We will be getting there. Look, it's somewhere similar to October and November, December time frame. Things will probably go down a little more before it comes back again. So the lesson is really to buy the dips very slowly. Don't be in a rush and accumulate the stocks, good stocks. So with that, let's look at QQQ here. Nasdaq 100. These are 100 best stocks in Nasdaq. Look what happened in 2018 here. We got 2018. Look, Feds talked about rate hike. Market came tumbling down February and March. And then they again talked about it later, and they increased by aggressively and used some harsh language. Market came tumbling. Look here, Nasdaq down 10% in December. That's a huge drop. And in and also look, it's down in November, October, big time down. It looked like there's no end for this, but finally it came back with vengeance. 2019 was a good time frame for market here, so that's why look, we are similar to what went on back in these days here. September, October, November. We might continue to have some more downturn here. But lesson is really don't worry too much. Even QQQ, I like QQQ here. I'm buying very slowly and methodically. That's the way to go. Don't buy too much. It's not worth your money. So let's keep going here. Let's look at some of our favorite stocks here. Look, we got NVIDIA. Many of you know NVIDIA. It's a great semiconductor play. Look what happened in 2018. 2018, NVIDIA got crushed. Look here, we got August all the way to December. NVIDIA came tumbling down here. And we are experiencing something similar here. Look, we got January 23% down and February down, April down. We could expect some more downturn here. Then it will become a good buying opportunity. That's why, buy slowly. We don't know when this will end, but, buy one, every time buy one or two. That will serve you very well. And once it bounces back, look, it bounced back pretty hard in 2019, 2020, and 2021. So these are great stocks to buy slowly and don't worry about downturn. Buy slowly and accumulate. All right, let's look at one more stock here. It's Apple. It's the biggest market cap name, as many of you know here. Look what happened to Apple. Folks thought Apple will not come down. Look, Apple also came down big time here. Look at this huge big drop all the way from September, and also we had the drop back in June, and we got nice big drop back in March time frame. Apple also dropped again 24% in 2019. Look, we are experiencing something similar here. This is somewhat similar to this time frame right here, August, September, October, and I can expect this to continue maybe 1 or 2 more months here, and then it will start going higher. That's why even a stock like Apple, it's vulnerable. It's good to buy slowly and go from there. I can take several examples, but let's stop here and let's look at a great stock to buy, taking advantage of this pullback here. All right, so with that, let's jump in here, look at top ETFs. From a top ETF perspective, look, S&P 500, which is the biggest ETF, still not in the correction territory. It's just down 8.3% from 52-week high. Whereas NASDAQ is already in the correction territory, along with China. China is in big time in the correction territory, as you can see here. And silver is also correction territory, but the precious metal is going higher because folks are buying precious metal. We got energy. Energy also came down here, as you can see here. The strong US dollar can impact energy, but off late it's doing very well. Look at the RSI here, RSI 55. It tells you energy is pretty strong here. Utilities also pretty strong here. And look, we got UNG, United States natural gas. This one is jumping high with all the shortages, oil shortages. This can go higher. So with that, even gold is going higher, as you can see here. Folks are flocking into precious metal. That's why gold is going higher. All right, now let's look at profitable stocks with the earnings growth. So what I've done is I looked at all the stocks here. Look here, we got next year EPS growth and next year revenue growth. Both are positive and most of them are double digits. And also keep watching here, 5-year performance is more than 150%. These are strong companies. Right now, temporarily they have pulled back pretty hard, but these are strong companies. And look, from a PS ratio, prospective price to sales ratio, these are all less than 10. Tells you these are not very expensive at these levels here. So with that, all these are positive net margin companies. Look at the net margin here, all positive double-digit net margin. That tells you these companies are coining money as we speak. So with that, top one is no surprise here. Apple, the biggest market cap, in the world. Look, it's a great one to buy here. RSI is 44. That tells you even the mightiest company like Apple is coming down with the market coming down here. I say, buy Apple very slowly. You will do very well. And then you got Google or Alphabet as you call it. It's a great one here. Look at the growth here, nice growth here. 30% net margin, that's a great net margin here. And this one has got overall score 97, which is very, very, very good. So you could buy this company. Look, it's sold off with the low RSI 37. It's practically it's a very, very low price here. And then you got the list goes on here. Taiwan Semi, one of my favorite stock here. Also big time down. This one has got a little bit lower overall score. You can skip this one and go after the better ones like AVGO or Broadcom. Broadcom is a good one here. You could buy this great company here. Overall score 77. This is a good one here. And then you got few more here. Accenture is one of my favorite here. They helped companies to go into cloud, as we say. Look, nice 91 score here. You could buy this great company, and they got 11% net margin, as you can see here. Nice revenue growth as well as EPS growth for next year. And we got a few more here. I like AMD. AMD is coming down pretty hard as most of the semiconductor stocks came down here. Look, nice score 93 here, and this one has got low RSI. NVIDIA is not in this list because it's got a little bit higher valuation. That's why its valuation is more than 10. That's why it's not in this list here. And we got list goes on here. Look, we got Union Pacific all aboard. It's a railway stock here. It's a good one to buy here. Overall score is a little bit less, but it's a good one long term. And we got few more here. I like stocks like Infosys as well as Applied Material. Both are great here. You could buy them slowly. And we got Estee Lauder, which is also a great one here. You could buy that one too here. And we got a few more here. BX is again a great one here. Blackstone, you could buy this great company. Look, overall score 84 here. That's a great one to buy here. And we got few more here. We got both LRCX and KLAC. Both are in the semiconductor area. Nice score here. KLAC looks like it's got much higher score. You could buy this one here. And we got a few more. As you see here, we got nice score for Agilent. It's again life sciences company. You could buy this great company here, and it also had done very well in last 5 years as well as last 2 years here. And we got one more here with nice solid performance here, UMC, which is a low price stock, as many of you know here. You could buy this one also here, just $8. This should also do well long term. And we got last but not least here, Teradyne. It's in the similar semiconductor testing area. You could also buy this great stock here, RSI 55. So with that, don't worry about the inflation and stock sell-off. Buy these quality names very slowly and methodically. When the market dips triple digits, buy one or two stocks. You could even buy one or two QQQ, SPY, and even SMH for that matter. You will do very well. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. What we'll do is we'll look at one or two charts here. First chart is AMD here. Look, AMD has done great back in 2020, but 2021 also it did very well. 2022 it's dropping off, as you can see here. Earnings is coming around the corner here. So at this time, I would be slowly buying this stock here. This stock can go higher after the earnings. So that's why it's good to slowly buy AMD and position yourself. And then you got Accenture here, one of the great stock here. Look, nice run, and stock came dropping down. Sector rotation, nice base here around 320 or 315. I think at this time you could slowly buy. It can bounce off of this base here. So it's still strong, as you can see here on the balance volume is still pretty strong here. And then you got Lam Research. Look, it came tumbling down here. It's got a nice base along 475 here. You could buy this great company here. You will do very well. And then you got Infosys, Indian stock here, pretty strong stock here. Look, nice base around right here around 22 or so. You could buy this great company here. You will do very well. All right, let's look at a couple more here. We got Apple. It's the biggest market cap stock here. It also made a nice base here around let's see, around here we got a nice base around 150 or so. Stock is at 165. You could slowly buy this company. It can pull back. It can pull back around 150 or so. I think you can slowly start buying it and buy more as it comes down. Don't buy huge quantities, buy a little bit at a time. And then you got Stryker here. Stryker is a zigzag stock, as you can see here, up, down, up, down. I say it might also come down around 250 levels that you could buy. Then it will bounce back again. And then you got Facebook, or Meta as we call it. Look, it made a nice base here. It can retouch the base around 210 or so. You could buy this great company. I'm sure they will do well in the earnings announcement. It's a good one to buy. When Facebook drops like this, typically they got something up their sleeve. You could buy this great company around say 215 or 210. And then you got Cisco here. Cisco, as you can see here, did very well, came down, nice base here. I think it's around 50 is a good entry point for Cisco here. You could buy this great company. It also pays a good dividend. All right, so with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.